Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. We're playing Valheim, and if you're not familiar with Valheim, Valheim is an open world game where you play as a Viking, and you can build pretty much anything. So, real quick, today's video is going to be about fireplaces, and in Valheim, in order to get a particular buff, called the rested buff, you need to build a fireplace and just kind of hang out. So, and depending on how cool your pad is and how much decorations you got, your rested bonus could be really nice for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. It'll vary depending on what you got going on in your home. So, one thing that I liked about the fireplace thing was that when you came home, you were going to have something nice, like to warm you up and give you that bonus, something that you were going to be around all the time, cooking and doing things around. So I want it to be nice. I don't want to be looking at just 5 rocks in a circle. I want something nice. So that's what this video was meant to be about. I hope you find that these fireplaces are awesome, and if you do, please consider liking and subscribing so it helps my channel grow. And without further ado, let's go in and show you the fireplace shop. Welcome to Bruce's Fireplace Shop. Alright, so I made 8 fireplace displays here, and let's see if you like this one. This one I'm sure is familiar to you. This is number 1, and it is my go-to when I'm setting up a new spot to stay for the night, or maybe a forward post, maybe a place that just I don't really care about too much, but I need to be there for a little bit. So I might build my fireplace like this, and it looks like decent for something you're starting off with. Number 2 is way more advanced, and you're not going to start off with something like this, nor will you even learn how to build anything right away. It takes a little while to just kind of like figure out the mechanics of the building. But this one is really nice, I find, for really in the middle of your roof, lined up. If you were going to put it over here, I still get the bonus. The smoke goes out. The room is not smoked up, and this is made with core wood, so you'll find core wood later in when you go discover the dark forest and what that's got going on. So core wood are these big round beams here, and for this fireplace I use mostly core wood with some regular wood beams to accent a few things. Has some weapon racks, some torches, and some chests over here on the side for storage. You're going to be cooking a lot over there, so you can put meats and vegetables and whatever you need in these chests. Yeah, so that's number 2. We'll move on to number 3. Number 3 is got a nice chimney on it. So compared to number 2, you're going to have a much different look. It's going to be wider, with number 3 than number 2 is. There's give and take. So even though number 3 is much larger, there's more room. It looks pretty big. It doesn't have room right now, in my setup, to put storage on the side of it without having a large room. So in this case, this is 3 tiles wide. If I wanted to make it much larger, it would need, and have room on the side, it would need to be probably 5 tiles at least. So something to think about. And let's take a look at it. Kind of the top part of the chimney is accented with 45-degree cross beams on all sides, and decorated with banners and shields, and it has some mantles and enough room for the the cooking racks and cauldron and stuff too. So this one I noticed has some venting issues. So one thing that you want to be sure about, when you're going to build something really nice and tall and grand, and then at the end you're going to be like, oh well shit, it doesn't work. and we don't really want that. So you just kind of got to wing it, and kind of figure out what's gonna go where to direct the smoke where it needs to go. And there's some great videos out there that will talk to you about the smoke dynamics of the game. If you are, in your home and you haven't properly ventilated it, your home will be smoked out and you will take some damage. So that's number 3. And move on to number 4. This one's one of my favorites here, and it's not lit up. So let's get some wood here. Oops. Oh, we gotta jump. And let's go back. Number 4, it was the first fireplace that I made when I built this fireplace shop. So I built number 4 first, and then I built number 5. But let's see here. Let me know what you guys think of number 4. Number 4 has the cauldron, the cooking racks. It has accented wood, beams along the stones. It has a mantle, storage for wood, and then for this fireplace, which is the biggest fireplace in the fireplace shop, you need to direct the smoke away from where we are. So in our case, I had to direct it as far back as I could so that I could make room for all this other stuff that I decorated it with. So anyhow, it's got banners, and let me know what you think. And I'll move on to number 5. Number 5 is really nice, in my opinion, just for the one reason is that it can just go right in the middle of your base if your base is big enough. And now this workshop is probably way bigger than it needs to be, but it works great. It looks great, and the reason I initially started to build this, I call the workshop now, was just to see if I could build it without using steel beams. So, or not steel beams, but the iron beams. So this home is actually built without any iron beams. So these buildings are huge. You can make them, small or big. The design for this roof and building was not my design. It was another YouTuber who I will leave the link for in the description. And let's check out this one. Let's light this one up. There will be probably some frames lost here with all these fires going. So yeah, this one's got banners. It's got the center with the mantle and the wood up there, and the scones has kind of like an eye shape and directional, bring the smoke up kind of towards the top there. And it has weapon racks along the sides, shields, more scones and mantles, and it's just big. It's big. It's you feel like it's a castle when you walk in and you see a nice fireplace. Like, I'm home. And then what am I gonna do now that I'm home? Oh well, crap! I gotta unload all my storage and check everything out. And let's move on to number 6. So number 6 is going to be all wood, kind of earlier game style, accented with what looks like kind of like a starfish on top design. It's too wide, gives you enough room for the cauldron and some cooking racks, and is similar to one that we all are familiar with, number 1, where we're just doubling it up and we're trying to make it look nice, and we're making forward posts, and we're also making places that we might not ever come back to, and we might leave things the way they are. So depending on how long you're going to be there, you might want to make it slightly cooler looking than number 1. So since these are all labeled, definitely leave a comment in the comments below So tell me which one you like the most, which one you got in your house, which one you think, you know, you would put in your house. So let's move on to number 7 here. Number 7, I put just kind of a small setup to show you what it would look like if you were going to have it in your house. If you could, like, imagine just going through the forest or wherever, and you stumble upon an empty shack. You're going to throw this little fireplace in here, throw a bed next to it. You're going to have probably a bench here, or wherever, and the place isn't going to be too big. So the real estate game in this game, when building your shack, is crucial to having it organized, and at least some kind of system, because all the places that you're just going to build out of on the fly are going to be different, and you'll find your way of organizing it and making it look nice, and while you do it, you can have a cool fireplace. So anyhow, let's move on to number 8, and this one is a variation of just like a simple stone block, which I put the fire on and then accent it with some wood beams. I do like number 8 a lot, simply just because it's kind of cute. It's it's something you can make when you're stumbling through the dark forest and you find an old stone tower. You can there's often an extra stone that's just there, that you can build into the wall, and then I know that you can damage these stones and they can break too. So and of course, if you have the stone cutter, you can just throw a block down there. So yeah, number 8 has some storage here on the side with some mantles, and then a nightstand and chest, and that's it. So let me know in the description below, if you like the video and which one you'd use. Please, hit that like button. It helps the channel grow. And I know everybody's got number 1 in one of their houses. So if you like number 1, then just hit that like button. And you guys, thanks for watching.